Good morning, adventurers, and welcome to our port stop. Welcome to Lisbon. Low bridge. Hopefully we make it through. So to get into the port of Lisbon, you have to pass up the river. So you do pass land quite closely on both sides. So quite a spectator sport, this one. So we've got Aladdin playing on Funnel Vision, and we are heading down to Royal Court for a nice sit-down breakfast before we disembark in Lisbon. Let's hide a little ducky, shall we?
Deck 3.
Shh! So we're going to go to Royal Court as our service team are working here this morning, and we said we'd pop by and see them before we got off the ship and see if they wanted anything. So I don't know how you get to eat at this table, but one day it's fit for kings and queens. So it was actually our server who is training to be a head server who greeted us and sorted our table out. We've been put on table 60, which is a table for 6. I think he actually said 16 and we've been seated in the wrong place. So we've got a nice big table to enjoy breakfast from this morning. So the menu is the same as yesterday. I'm not going to have the Eggs Benedict this time, although it was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'll leave that to your imagination. I think I'm just going to go for a simple DCL Express breakfast today. Another tuxedo. So we are just planning our time here in Lisbon. Today we're going to Lisbon Zoo. It's not an official Disney port adventure, but we're going to use Uber to get over there and go to the zoo. Then we're going to stop off at the Hard Rock on the way back. Not sure we're going to eat. We're just going to go and have a look around, and then we're going to have a walk down and around Lisbon. So Uber works in Portugal, but tomorrow for Cadiz we will need the Free Now app, because that's the version of Uber in Spain. So this is the app we're going to be using tomorrow to get around in Spain. It has arrived with a couple of extras. So the 2 hash browns and 2 of the sausages are extra. Other than that, it's a standard DCL Express breakfast. So Peter, the cruise director, has just been on the tannoy. We've actually arrived. We're about 40 minutes before disembarking. And we're just waiting for sort of the port authorities to clear us, and then we can get off. We've had a message in the Cruise Line Navigator app. This is a pretty much standard message that you will receive regarding the ports. Just a bit of information there for you. But very shortly, we'll be getting off and heading off into Lisbon. Let's hide another ducky. Shh. We've come back to gifts.
I gave one to Sammy yesterday and I couldn't find you.
Thank you, Debbie and Jose.
I'll give you it to him.
And we have docked in the city of Lisbon. So as you can see, we didn't actually come that much further from the bridge. That's the bridge we passed probably an hour or so ago now. And now we have arrived. It is 10:05. The scheduled time was 10:30, so well in advance. Another day, another character, another costume.
Sorry, friend.
No problem.
Come on over.
The goof's just exploring the deck. So as we leave the ship, there's been 2 opportunities to have photos taken, so we'll put some photos in now of what they were. So we are off the ship, there she is, there is the cruise port, and then all of the buses for the excursions, the hop on and off bus, the tuk-tuks, everything is here waiting. We are just waiting for our Uber to be confirmed, and we're going to head off to Lisbon Zoo. I nearly said London Zoo then, that's a bit different. So as you would expect, there's lots of people attempting to sell tours as you come out, taxis, everything, and they are quite pushy, but if you say no, then there's no problem, just say no. An Uber. So if you are doing an Uber from Lisbon Port, the arrow sends you that way for your pickup, but here's our Uber just coming in now, and the official Uber pickup point on the app is the other side of the cruise terminal. So it looks like the Uber app is right and the directional sign is wrong. And we have made it. It was a 25-minute ride from the cruise port to the zoo. I'm not going to put too much footage in, but we'll throw some photos in of what we see today here at Lisbon Zoo. First impressions, really, really good. So we have our entry tickets. It was €61 each. However, that does say £30.50. So we'll check the bank account in a bit. But the most exciting thing, not really, there's a McDonald's. There's a McDonald's in the zoo. So if you want a zoo and McDonald's fix, here's your place. Right, let's go and get in. So here's the full price list if you are considering coming. Right, let's get in. So our most local zoo at home is Twycross Zoo. We are actually members there, but this is worlds apart. So we're going to go for an explore now. So there is a land train going around the zoo at the moment, and then there's also a cable car, which is really cool. That's one of the reasons we wanted to come. You can do a full aerial tour of the zoo, which looks really, really cool. There's a beautiful peacock in the gardens. So this is the cable car ride, and we're going to go on that later. It opens at 11:30 until 7 p.m. Something very different and unique. There is a pet cemetery for all of your household pets, rather than the zoo animals. Okay, so our whistle stop tour, that's the saying of this trip, the whistle stop tour around the zoo is over. We have been about 2 hours and we've gone at a fair rate. We've seen a lot, which has been really good, and now we're going to go on the cable car. So we'll take you along for the ride and see what we can see as we go.
Over him.
Post it in the dolphin group.
Cool perspective. What a cool thing.
It's kind of like it's designed. There, look, right up the top shelf.
Never see that.
I like it.
Oh, well, there's a kitchen. And put the sunnies on, I'll look better. Just moved and now the swings are up.
This is such a cool perspective of the zoo. We're currently over the lions, we've got the orangutans over our left shoulder, and we're just coming now into the area where we saw the elephants and the giraffes earlier. This isn't an upcharge, this is included in the price of admission. And you know what? I've really enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed the trip out here to Lisbon Zoo itself, but doing this bit, this has been really, really cool. It's kind of like Animal Kingdom meets the Skyliner. So for the Disney folk watching, yeah, it's been really, really good. And here we are now over the elephants. So I'm not sure what we actually managed to capture there on the 360 camera as we went round on the cable car, but it was a really good opportunity to see some of the big cats that were sleeping on the platforms that are quite high up. We didn't really get to see as many of the big cats today, and that's because they're all sleeping up at the top, but when you go round on the cable car you get to see them. This has been really, really good. This is voted one of the best zoos in Europe, and I'm so glad we've come here today just to get off the ship onto dry land and do something that we actually enjoy. Look, zoos aren't for everybody, but we always invest in conservation. That's why Animal Kingdom is our favourite Disney park. And we've come and invested something into conservation here today, and for me that's what it's all about. Our time here is now up, and we're going to go and get an Uber over to the Hard Rock. So we double checked, it came in at £51.42 for our trip into the zoo today. And we have made it into Lisbon itself. So that boat ride, we decided to do boat, was a little bit rough because there was no aircon at all. It wasn't that the aircon wasn't on, the car didn't have aircon. And that was a rough ride. It's 24 degrees and very, very warm. But here we are, the Hard Rock Cafe. So we are going into the rock shop, which is this side. It's very architectural here, very nice. So these are the tuk-tuks. which you could book for the excursions today to go around the city. It's really cool. Yes, first impressions of Lisbon are very, very good. So there's lots of shops here that you would expect, and there's some that you wouldn't. So you've got some higher end stuff like Gucci, and you've got Adidas shops, and then you've got things like a Primark. So if you're from the UK and needing some extra clothes, then for me, Primark would be the answer. So we're now heading to this stunning looking building in front of us for the modern convenience of a Starbucks. So if you followed along with our Alaska videos, you will know that this is part of a collection. So we have to find a Starbucks to add the mugs to it, which is the You Are Here collection. Okay, so we found a Lisbon specific one, which is the range we do actually collect. There's only 2 left, and there's one. So we're now going to take a steady amble back through the streets of Lisbon towards the ship. We're starting off in this market, which has a mixture of everything from food to souvenirs. So Lisbon architecturally is a stunning place. Just look at these buildings. One of the only downsides is it's so uneven underfoot, you just have to watch where you're standing every step pretty much. But this sort of area is heading back down towards the cruise ship, and it's full of restaurants, shops, every type of restaurant you can think of. There's traditional Portuguese, there's tacos, there's fish and chips, there's a McDonald's a bit further back, so there's loads. If you just wanted to get off the ship and take a wander up the streets, there's loads that you can find. So not far after walking under this archway, we'll probably be able to see the ship again just on the left hand side. So here's one of the vintage cars. You can do the vintage car touring.
Oh wow. They're off the ship. Yeah, so there's your statue there.
Yeah.
I'd be melting in that.
And here we are back on the water's edge. And the cruise terminal is just in that direction. So no more than a 15-minute walk from the Hard Rock, we are back towards the ship. So we would have loved to explore Lisbon a little bit more than we have. We spent time at the zoo, which was always the plan on this trip. We are doing a walk-in trip around Cadiz on our next port stop, so we'll take you along for that. But for now, we're going to go and get ourselves back on board the Disney Fantasy and go and get some dinner. And there's the Disney Fantasy, all moored up in Lisbon for the first time. So they did say that we'll potentially get some delays because it's the Fantasy's first stops off in Europe. However, it doesn't seem that has been the case at all. We've been on time each time we've arrived somewhere. So yeah, can't complain with that. For anybody thinking the Disney Fantasy is tired, we are in port at Lisbon and they're painting underneath deck 11 to keep it in ship shape. You've got nothing to worry about thinking this ship is tired. Was available as you're getting back on the ship. Some cold refreshments as well, flavoured waters and bits. But we're just going to get back on and go and get some food. What an amazing time we've had in Lisbon. Yes, we didn't see everything, but what a beautiful city it is. Would I come back and do Lisbon on its own? Not sure, but as a port stop, it's a great location. You're literally in the centre, so 5-minute walk, you can be within the shops and the restaurants and those sorts of things. You can then travel a little bit further afield. And we have made it back on board for burger and chips. The queue was really long because nowhere else is open for food at the moment, and everybody is just getting back on board. Okay, so we had no intention of doing Mickey's Colour Spin dance party, but as we come up on the deck to fill our drinks up, our Magic Band Pluses were going off, so we decided to stop by and have a look. They were vibrating and flashing, so we stopped by. So here is the beautiful Lisbon from the port side of the ship. We were waiting on a tour group to come back. One of the buses didn't pick somebody up. Didn't pick a group of people up, so we are slightly later than planned setting off. But everybody is on board now, and here we go. Are we going to get a full repertoire today? Are we going to get them all? Do that. So there's a few people standing around watching the ship leave, nowhere near as many as our Bilbao trip. So if you haven't seen the videos, go watch that. They were diving in the water alongside the ship and all sorts. Not alongside, it was slightly further away than that, but it was really cool to see how the locals engaged with the big ships coming in. So we are now turning around 180 degrees and heading back out the same way we came under the 25th April bridge, just there in front of us. So there's our destination, back out to the sea, 300 nautical miles to Cadiz for tomorrow. We are spinning around and leaving the port of Lisbon behind. We've got a few small fishing boats that are coming over to say bye. I'd be nervous if I was this guy, not that far away. Our evening is starting in the Walt Disney Theatre for the Disney Vitrophonics, and apparently this is dedicated to Disney villains, so this will be right up my street.
Please welcome your cruise director, Peter.
Wow! Welcome everyone! Welcome once again to the Walt Disney Theater, and we've changed it around a little. I hope you can see that, and as a matter of fact, welcome back after a little bit of time in Lisbon. We certainly hope you enjoyed that city, as we're now making our way to our next city of Cadiz in Spain. So Portugal today, Spain tomorrow, and we should be arriving in Cadiz around 10:30 mark. Pilot station is just before that, and then they'll guide us alongside. Once alongside, we're going to get the gangway laid out, and then I'll wait for clearance by the local authorities. Similar to today, it might take a little bit more time as there's a different gangway system over there. So once we do have it on, then the authorities come on and clear the ship, we'll make that announcement for you. Just a reminder, like today, everybody needs to have that key to the world card, your room key, your ship's identification to be able to get off the ship. And for those of you on tour, please do, once again, do check the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app for meeting times and meeting locations, and proceed accordingly as all the tours do meet on board. Now the gangway tomorrow, we are in a tidal town, meaning the tides do change quite a bit here in Cadiz. So that can be, the gangway could be a little bit steep, could be a little angle. So please have one hand at least free as you're going down the gangway. Always recommend that here for Cadiz, to have a little bit of self-support as you are heading down the gangway and coming back up as well. Always have those hands free to help yourself guide yourself back up or down to the port. Where we are docked tomorrow, it is right by the town area. As a matter of fact, through the terminal, you turn left, and then you pretty much cross the road there, and you're in the town center. Through the town center, you can also go all the way to the other side of the peninsula and get to the beautiful beach areas there. That's where the beaches are. So yes, there are beaches there to enjoy. And if not, the shopping, the cafes, the restaurants, and everything within walking distance. And for anybody interested in a mall, there's the Corte Inglés, which is a mall where you can go shopping. It's not too far from the ship as well. I know some people like that, so there you go. But all aboard time tomorrow. All aboard time is a little bit later. It's at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is the all aboard time. Please be back at that time. Is that when we then prepare to set sail for our sea day, evening, and day at sea. But that is tomorrow. Tonight, of course, plenty going on. Later on tonight, of course, the D-Lounge, the place for the families, kids spaces are open. And then, of course, for the adults, Europa as well. But here in the Walt Disney Theater at 10:15 tonight, our crew have put a show together that they've been rehearsing all cruise along. And they are ready tonight to present it to you at 10:15, a crew talent show dedicated to you. So hope to see you for that, with some of the different departments actually performing for you. And it might be, hey, you never know, it might be your waiter that you didn't even know had that talent. So come and check it out here tonight, a great talent show. But well, welcome to the Walt Disney Theater for a great show. And who's ready for showtime? Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's great to be able to bring our musicians. You've noticed our musicians around the ship. You've seen them in the piazza. You've seen them Ulala. You've also seen them in the atrium. And to bring them here, we want to get them together here and actually pay a tribute to the villains, because that's what it comes together. And not just,
oh, Peter, it's about to get a little villainous in here tonight. You better be ready.
ooh, well, we like that. And yes, we're going to mix it up tonight with not just our musicians from around the ship, but with the vocalists here from the Walt Disney Theater. So everyone, put their hands together, and I'm proud to present to you Disney's Victorphonics. Enjoy.
No? You're supposed to play the B-side.
Oh, the B-side.
A and B.
That was the problem.
Okay, maybe I'm just being a little bit grumpy, but I wasn't a massive fan of that. Didn't really engage me, switched off a bit throughout it. It was good in parts, but some of it just heard it a little bit too much on this cruise now. I can't remember the guy's name. We went and saw the guy that plays Jafar, who did some very similar songs and things like that. So I wouldn't rush back to this one personally. So we're in that strange time between the show and dinner. We've just nipped back to the room and our turn down has been done. Look at this cool penguin. How cool. And he's got my shades on. An eye out for the whales. We've just seen the spout. Come on, let's get one on camera for this trip. There, please say you saw that. We are on the rotation again, and we are in Royal Court. This is our server Samet. If you get Samet, you will be well looked after. And also Nene, but Samet is brilliant. I promise you, ask for him if you are coming on the fantasy. I promise. Menu here at Royal Court. Again, we don't do menus, so hit the pause if you want to have a look what was on offer. So to start, I'm going to go for the aged prosciutto, and for my main, I am going to go for the venison medallions. The venison has arrived, and you know what? This looks the most appetizing meal out of everything we've eaten so far. I tell you what, I wasn't wrong. That was beautiful. I think that's my favourite meal of the sort of rotational dining so far. Really, really good. So the dessert menu has arrived, and here it is. I'm going for this. Nice and simple. The sundae has arrived. A thoroughly enjoyable meal there at Royal Court. Probably my favourite. Venison, it's not something I have regularly, but really, really tasty. So now, we're being night owls, believe it or not, and we're going to go into the Walt Disney Theatre to watch the crew member talent show. We'll show you what we see. This will be funny. This will be interesting. Apparently there's crew from all over the ship taking part. So yeah, let's go in for a laugh. It's showtime. We have made it into the theatre, and we have gone for a different seat. We have gone for the equivalent of those ones over there. I wonder what talents we're going to see today. What do you reckon? Some singing, some dancing? I don't know. Let's find out. The theatre is certainly fuller than it was earlier for the Vitrophonics. This is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting.
Please welcome your cruise director, Peter.
Fantastic. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Walt Disney Theater on a late night spot. And great to see so many of you here. And of course, we're going to, it's a great honor to be up here on stage presenting the crew here on board. And it's great to see so many of you here as well. You never know, you might find some of your friends here, and somebody somebody's been helping you, serving you, and we have everybody. We've got somebody from guest services, we have from dining, we have somebody from quick service, we have somebody from engineering, and the crew staff, and yes, even guest services. So we have somebody from everywhere, a little bit of all of the crew, and I have to be honest, they have been working. We did the auditions last cruise, which was a 3-day, so it was really fast. And then we did all the rehearsals this cruise, and getting them all ready for this. And it's just great to see that kind of energy and this wanting them. They want to do this, so it's great to be able to do this and present this show. It's an honor for me and a privilege to be here. So without further ado, I want to get started, and I know you're going to be gracious to them and enjoy the show that's going to be presented to you, because it's something totally different, right? So that's going to be a lot of fun. So without further ado, we want to get things started, and to get it all up, it is scary to be first. So give her a big round of applause, all the way from guest services, Silvana!
All the dancers may be on the floor. I've made my career as a waiter.
My love has come along.
Those were the days, my friend. We've brought me down. We swing it down. And I need some loving care to see you.
And that's why I'd be here with you in this very moment to share a piece that I've created for you all, from the bottom of my heart. With that, I will need 2 volunteers. And now...
Ambassador, believe it or not, from the merchandise, exactly. And of course over there, Fernando, let's give him a nice round of applause. On the sound, with the guitar. Multitasking, that is like called multitasking, I tell you. Just getting out of the booth. Okay, I'm going to play a little bit, go back in, put the volume on for the next guy. Yes, that's amazing. So that's what we do here sometimes. You know, you got to do 2 or 3 things at the same time. Sometimes on the ship, you can't find a carpenter, you do it yourself. You know, not that you need a carpenter, but I'm just saying, that's what came out. But anyway, we're going to continue, and I mean, the next one needs some setting up, because I do want to say that talent comes in many forms and shapes and sizes, and you know, the thing about it is if you have something that's unique, it's just great to be able to share that with you. And this venue, of course, allows for that. And what better way than the next person that comes to us all the way from Remy, and yes, and it's going to show a talent that is quite unique. And I think this is going to be really something, well, I haven't seen, well, I've seen it before, but I'm not going to say anything because I want you to enjoy it, and especially for those of you who are going to see this for the first time. Please put your hands together and welcome Kalu.
How cool was that show? There's some surprises in there. Joshua, Dawn, people that have got these hidden talents. It's just so amazing. We really, really enjoyed that show. So we are now just up on a chilly deck 11, going to fill our drinks up before bed. We'll catch you back at the room in a minute. The saddest sight of this trip. This is the 6th hour forward. This is the last one, but we are now going past home time. But yeah, this has been probably the hardest thing about this trip, is losing that hour and still trying to get up and do all the things you want to do. What a great day we've had today. Lisbon Zoo to start off the day. A really good experience, probably one of the better zoos we've visited. Not the best that we've ever visited, but certainly up there. And that cable car ride around was really, really good. Then obviously we got back on, we had a quick bite to eat, and then it kind of, the evening kind of got away from us by the time we'd sort of sailed away and we'd gone back under the bridge. We did the show, the Vitrophonics, which in my opinion wasn't the best. We have seen them around the ship doing other things and they've been really good, but kind of just the production of it, it just didn't grab me. But the actual performers, when they've been performing elsewhere individually, have been really, really good. It was just kind of that all-together show. Then we went to dinner. Our servers are brilliant. If you ever are going to request servers, Samet and Nene, you can't go wrong, I promise you. They are so good, so attentive, listen to what you want, and it just turns up. So yeah, can't complain. And Samet is training to be a head server, so I think he's got a real good opportunity to get that position, and he's really working hard. So to see that and kind of all the experiences that we've had, he'll make a great head server. And then we finished off with the crew talent show. Now, I wasn't really that bothered about going to do this. I was going to come back and chill in the room, and Sam sort of said, come on, it's time, we're going to go and watch it. And I'm so glad we did. A lot of it was very much like Britain's Got Talent back at home, where there's lots of singers, but then there was some variety as well. There was the guitar player, there was the magician. So yeah, it was really, really good, and some real talent outside of the entertainment crew, which was nice to see. So tomorrow we're in Cadiz. Now, we don't have any fixed plans for Cadiz, but there is a walking route that was planned on the last eastbound transatlantic cruise that we've kind of got a hold of. Thank you, Jazzy. And we're going to go and do that. So it takes in kind of like 10 or 12 areas of Cadiz, which we're going to go and look. There's some sights to see, and we'll go and do that. And then we'll get back on board. We're going to probably do Midship Detective tomorrow, which is the Muppets version. Then we've completed all 3, and do some goofy golf. So we'll see you on the next adventure.